Hey, can you believe it? This is episode 900 of the Happy English Podcast. 900 episodes. I can hardly believe it myself. Here's what I've learned along the way.
Welcome to another Happy English Podcast coming to you from New York City. And here's your English teacher, Michael.
All right, thank you, John, and thanks, everyone. It's Michael here from Happy English, and I help people speak English better. This is Happy English Podcast, episode 900. Thank you. And what I've learned from 900 podcasts. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I just wanted to take a moment today to say how grateful I am to you. Whether this is your first time listening, your 50th, or if you've been here since episode 1, A Cup of Joe, thank you. The fact that you listen, learn, and grow with me is what keeps me showing up here week after week. So today, I want to share a little bit of my story, what I've learned from doing 900 episodes, and some advice for you on your English journey. So, let's go back to the beginning. I launched the Happy English Podcast back in the early summer of 2014. At the time, I just wanted to help my students outside of class. I thought, hey, a podcast might be fun and useful. But if you had told me back in 2014 that I'd still be doing this 900 episodes later, I probably would have said, no way. But here we are. And again, I just wanted to say thank you. Seriously, thank you. I recorded the first few episodes in my home office with the built-in mic of my MacBook 12. And no real plan other than let me try this out. And honestly, those early episodes, not perfect. The sound quality was iffy, my voice was a little stiff, and I had no idea how podcasting really worked. But I stuck with it. And you know what? People started listening. Not just in New York, but all over the world. Japan, Brazil, Germany, South Korea, Italy, Mexico, Vietnam. Listeners everywhere. And suddenly, it wasn't just me talking into a microphone. I was building a global classroom. That still blows my mind. So, after 900 episodes, here are a few things I've learned about English and about learning English. First, consistency matters more than perfection. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep going. One word, one phrase, one sentence at a time. That's how fluency is built. Practice makes progress. Second, grammar is important, but it's not everything. Real examples, natural speech, phrasal verbs, idioms, these things bring English to life. That's why I teach English the way I do here on the podcast. You can learn the present perfect tense anywhere. But I want to show you how we use English in the real world. Third, connection matters. Whether it's a story, a joke, or just sharing a little bit about life, connecting through language is what makes it stick. We remember language that has a feeling behind it. That's why I teach group classes. Every week, people just like you come from all over the world to connect, learn, and laugh. And finally, English learning is a journey. It's not a race. There's no finish line. There's just progress. And every little bit of progress you make is worth celebrating. Every day you get better and better. Isn't that awesome? So, let me share a few quick tips from what I've learned after recording 900 episodes. Don't try to be perfect. Instead, become better and better at communicating. Practice speaking out loud, even if it's just to yourself. The more that English comes out of your mouth with your voice, the more confident and fluent you'll be. Listen to natural English every day. TV programs, podcasts, videos. You're lucky to live in the internet age, so do what you can to make the most of the resources you have. Don't be afraid to take small steps. Progress, little by little, adds up over time. And always remember to celebrate your progress. Your English is constantly improving. You speak and use English much better now than you did some months ago. Give yourself a round of applause. Yeah, you deserve it. Also, one of the coolest things for me is when listeners send me a message or an email saying they've used something from the podcast in real life, like in a meeting or a chat with a friend or during a trip abroad. That's the best reward. And feel free to reach out. I reply to every message I get personally. And again, thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for learning with me, and thank you for being part of this community. Here's to the next 100 episodes and beyond. And hey, if you want to keep practicing the English from this podcast and all of my podcast lessons, come check out my Podcast Learners Study Group. We meet once a week, talk about these episodes, and learn together. Just click the link where you're listening to this podcast right now, or visit myhappyenglish.com and choose episode 900 for the details. Thanks again for being here. Thanks for listening. And remember, learning another language is not easy, but it's not impossible. And I'm here to help you on your journey.
This podcast was brought to you by Happy English. Please visit myhappyenglish.com. Show your support for Happy English by leaving us a review. Get English, get happy, Happy English.